Hello, this is Nick995. For this video, I'm going to be talking about old games that I want sequels for or old games that that never really got sequels, or this the series kind of died off if it after a while. If you're watching this, you guys know, please like, subscribe, share the video all over, share it all over, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and and please subscribe if you're new. If you're new to this and if you like what you're seeing, subscribe. Please subscribe. So video game sequels now. So mostly these games here, they're not gonna have sequels to them. Not at least in the last 4 to 6 years. So 5 years or so. So yeah, you're gonna be looking at obviously Destroy All Humans 2, for example. Destroy All Humans 2. You guys know this is a old game, came out way back 2005. Destroy All Humans 2 now, you play an alien, telekinesis, mind control, can shapeshift. All heap of things. And it's in my top 3 games of all time, I believe. It's 3 right behind God of War 4. It's right behind God of War 4. So it's right up there. It's like one of the greatest games I've ever played. Because it's freedom, the attention to, like this sense of freedom, and so much power, so much mental powers that you had, and the telekinesis and all that, and you can fly via jetpack. So now you don't see this after Destroy All Humans 3. No, I have Destroy All Humans 3. I just don't know where it is. Oh, I gotta look. It's somewhere up there. But Destroy All Humans 3 came out about 3 years after this. But after I Destroy All Humans 3, I realized, I believe it's Pandemic Studios went on the business. If you guys see here, Pandemic Studios, the gas mask. So it went on the business. So they stopped making them after 3. But I believe I know they have the remake for it. So they remade this franchise. No, not remade. They remade the first game. So this Trolley 1, they remade. A remake. It's a remake. So it's the same game, but it's different graphics. It's PS4 graphics. But unfortunately, we never really got a sequel to Destroy All Humans 3, really. Destroy All Humans 4, And it's very unfortunate because it's such a, like, let's imagine playing it now. Imagine playing, like, Destroy All Humans sequel now, like Destroy All Humans 4 or 5 now. Like the series kept on going, we could be on Destroy All Humans 6 or 7 right now. But yeah, if you play Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Dexter, the gameplay is similar to it. The gameplay, like how it's set up, but it's more open world. This is more open world. Max Payne 3, I don't know what Rockstar is doing again. Rockstar, man, they need to step their game. They need to go back to what made them famous, Well, not oh man, I'm tripping. I need to go back to this franchise. Oh my god. So yeah, Max Payne 4. If I was Rockstar, like I would have made Max Payne 4. But instead, as you guys know, GTA 5 and all that. GTA 5 and Red Dead Online, they want to expand on those online modes, and they rather expand on those and not focus on this. But man, this is great. This is very underrated game too. Again, I watch my review, but I'll just do a super quick recap. It's a game where you basically have bullet time. You can slow down. It slows down your perception of time to jump through air. You're dodging bullets. There's all heap of weapons, like from assault, handguns, machine guns, and sniper rifles, shotguns. So yeah, third person action adventure. If you play as Michael in GTA 5, and Michael has that slow down time effect where if you if you push down like on the right stick, if you push down, like, he'll basically slow down time. So I want to slow down time. It slows down or no, like, speeds up his perception of time. Then you see the world go in slow motion with that. So it's kind of like that. But Max Payne 4, fortunately Rockstar now, as you see, is made by Rockstar. Rockstar now, they didn't really I don't know. I never really got back to it or so. I never really got a chance to get back to it because again they're so busy focusing on those online modes for Red Dead 2 and GTA 5. But yeah, it's very unfortunate. But again, imagine this came out 2013, so this is almost 10 years now. Imagine the amount of modes now. Like again, like it's one of the best arcade modes. Like imagine playing those modes on PS4 with PS4 graphics, with improved maps, with more weapons and more enemy variety and all that. But man, this again like in my top 30 games of all time too. This one, Rockstar, come on, Metal Gear Rising. Now, I know the possibility of getting a sequel for this is not really possible because if you guys know the controversy, if you guys follow the Metal Gear franchise, you'll know Kojima would basically makes. I don't know if you can see the little symbol here. Okay, it's not here, but Kojima he created the Metal Gear franchise, but him and Konami, they're no longer working together. Like Kojima separated from them, and then now they're Konami. So Metal Gear Solid franchise like basically from what it's basically done. So Metal Gear Rising is like a spin-off to the franchise of Metal Gear Solid. So Metal Gear Rising, they should have made a Metal Gear Rising 2. If things turned out the way, for the better, you would have seen Kojima. He stay with them, he stay with Konami, and then like we would have got like a Metal Gear Solid, a Metal Gear Rising Part 2. That would be so epic, That'd be so epic, I really love the robot samurai feel, your or samurai cyborg, you have this sword that can slice through like anything, it's amazing. It's just such a very unique idea like in a game, and then just like with Max Payne in this one, you can speed up your perception of time and then slice through things and all that. But yeah, I had a lot of nice mechanic, even story points too, like themes and philosophies and great fights, great action scenes. Oh, man, Metal Gear Solid. They could have made a Metal Gear Rising 3, no, Metal Gear Rising 2, instead of making that trash Metal Gear zombie game which came out 3 to 4 years ago. Which unfortunate. Play it. Like I recommend this. Metal Gear. Just look it up. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I don't know if you can see that so well. But Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Next one we're gonna look at now is this light, man. Fix that light. Metal Gear is a Splinter Cell Blacklist. They start making Splinter Cell games. I have Conviction as well. This was 2012, 2013. So around the same time as Max Payne 3. So this came out the latter, at the very end of the 360 generation, PS3. One of the best stealth games ever. Unfortunately, Ubisoft now, they focus so heavily on Assassin's Creed and other games like Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six. I forgot about Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell, again, like it's a great stealth game. Like if you like stealth, it's very good, and it's lots of attention. There's so many aspects to it too as well. Have Splinter Cell. Give me a sec. I'll find Splinter Cell Conviction. So this one came after this one. So this is 2007 and this is 2013, 2012. So yeah, like they could have like expanded upon like the Splinter Cell franchise. They could have you have Blacklist, which set up, it's a lot larger scale than our Conviction. So you have a lot more enemy, a lot more soldier, a variety about who you fight and the gadgets. There's customization. There's a whole, and if I was to play Blacklist or like a Blacklist Part 2 or Part 3, or I wouldn't be called Blacklist. It would be called something else. You'd have to have different codes or whatever for the title like of the game. If they had a sequel now, just imagine like the graphics and the amount of I improved the mechanics. This game has one of the best mechanics, but imagine it with PS4, PS5 mechanics, Xbox One mechanics, or Series X or whatever. The climbing is so, the graphics just look so nice, and the shadowing, like really what it does, like with the shadow is so beautiful. The dark areas, the light areas, and all that. The light and light is very. I talked about this before, but light is very important, like in these games, because when you're in the dark, the enemy can't see you. So that's an exact gameplay mechanic. Unless they have like a radar detector, or they have like some sort of a night vision goggle, but for the most part, enemies can't see you, especially in this one. So they would, you would come in, you're going into these dark areas, and then the screen will turn on black and white, so the enemies can't see you, and then you basically can roam around like in the darkness, take out enemies, grab them behind, shoot them via silencer or whatever. So, and then sometimes though, like you can shoot out lights, giving you more dark areas to go around in, and then sometimes some lights won't go out and all that. But yeah, let's imagine like how much more they could have done, like with that mechanics with this current generation and past gen now, because PS4 is considered past gen. So Mercenaries 2, just like similar to Just Cause. If you played Just Cause, you could EA, guys know EA and Pandemic. So this is the same company that made Destroy All Humans, made Mercenaries 2. Now, Mercenaries 2, what's unique about the game is you can call on airstrike. So you call on like stealth bombs and artillery and like tiny nukes, like like very tiny nukes, and a Moab, the mother of all bombs, and there's lots of vehicles, lots of things you can do, and Matthias, and like it has a somewhat cheesy story to it. But I really like the world, you're in Venezuela and all that. Yes, EA, we could have been a Mercenaries 5 by now. So this one is 2008. 2008. I have PS2 and PS3 version. I like how you used to have the old PS3 symbol. Like the PlayStation 3 would be like on the side instead of up here. Whereas like with this is up here, but the older PS3 was like right here. So yeah, as EA is all over the place. EA probably has like, oh my God, they have Star Wars, they have Battlefield, they have Need for Speed, they have a whole heap of other companies. But unfortunately, Pandemic Studios went out of business, so they stopped making, again, Mercenaries 2. I don't think I ever saw gameplay of Mercenaries 1, but Mercenaries 2, I played a lot. I have a lot of hours into this. But yeah, like, we could be on Mercenaries 5 or Mercenaries 6 by now. The prototype series, Activision and Radical Entertainment going like out of business. I don't know if you can see that. One sec. Alright. Radical Entertainment going out of business, so they stopped making them. Very unique. You guys know I talked a lot about this. You guys know you're a shapeshifter. You can basically like Wolverine. You can shapeshift into people. Well, not no. You have like these sharp weapons that you can morph your hands into. You consume biomass. You become other people, disguises and all that. Then Radical Entertainment went out of business, so they stopped making this. It would be nice now. Like you see them on open world games they have now. Far Cry, we're on Far Cry 6 right now. How many other, like, GTA and Red Dead, Fallout, so many like open world games, and you see, just imagine what they could do with this game. It's you basically have superpowers. You can run up buildings, and you're super fast. You're super durable. When you play this, you feel invincible, like really invincible. Just imagine playing it now with the massive open worlds we have now, with and just the amount of attention to detail in the environment and the graphics, and obviously there's dismemberment, so you cut things in half with your sword, or whip face or blade or whatever. So there's lots, lots of gore in this game. So it'd be like Mortal Kombat, but like an open world version of Mortal Kombat, but except you're mostly fighting zombies and other mutated creatures. So yeah, we could be on like prototype 4 or a 3 or 4 by now, and yeah, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend prototype, especially with like superheroes. And Bad Company, EA again. One of my favorite, a top 5 game of all time, or top 6. Because the multiplayer really raised this game. The multiplayer is what really heightened this game. Like the multiplayer brought it like from a 6 out of 10 to like a 9.5 out of 10. It was very good. The multiplayer was so good. I've spent countless hours in it, like countless hours in it. Even though it didn't have the best of mechanics. And wait, Bad Company 2 is over here. So they have 1 and 2, but they stopped making them after 2. 2 is right here. They stopped making them after 2. Dice is no longer. I don't think Dice is no longer. Or it's Frostbite, one of them. Or like EA pull the plug on it or whatever. The silly company they are. So a lot of fans wanted it back, but unfortunately EA is so blind. They're like, oh, we don't see how us going back to Bad Company could benefit the fans. It's like people are asking for it. Like, what do you expect? Like, they're asking for it, and then you're not giving them what they want. Instead, you had broken Battlefield 5, and Battlefield 4, the broken glitchy ones and all that. Battlefield 3 to me was good, but it was underwhelming for Bad Company. So yeah, like Bad Company, come on, like bring back this franchise. And they clearly don't know, they clearly didn't know the success of what it could have been, like if they didn't move on or stop making the game but if you play the multiplayer, it's so nice. It's like soldier warfare and tanks and helicopters, and there's even like very few airstrikes, and like each class plays differently and all that. But like the one drawback, obviously, the mechanics and the weapon selection, I would say. And I still need more maps. Well, but even with these, like with a PS4, PS5, I improved the mechanics. The running like would be so much better. The running and all that, and how you shoot your gun, how you aim, and how you take cover and all that. It would be so much better. Well, yeah, these are all games what could have been on like their 7th or 3rd title by now. Or 5th title by now, and I have a lot of 2s. Like you'll realize I have a lot of, even my PS2 collection, Prototype 2, Bad Company 2. This is Destroy All Humans 2, Mercenaries 2. I have a lot of 2s, or the second in the series in my collection. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I forgot to put SOCOM on this, but you guys I'll get the idea. But the companies, they don't see the potential. They move on. They have their own plans. They plan for other things, or they obviously have other projects going on and all that. And sometimes a company, like for example, what's this one called again? Pandemic. So the Pandemic or Radical Entertainment. Sometimes they'll go out of business. So where they're not selling, and that's not, or they just, or I run out of ideas, so they gotta shut down their company, and then they can no longer make that game. Some of these games, I think. These 2 got remastered. Some of them will get remastered, but they're by other companies. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, or share the video. Thank you.